Glad to be back.
How's it feel to just be out there doing a little bit?
Man, it's a blessing. I can't lie. I almost shed a tear yesterday when I first got on that field. I never missed that much time before. So just the journey that I've been through, God's grace and guidance, just working through it. Shout out to the medical team here at Indy. They definitely took care of me all summer, pushing me, dealing with me every day. I'm a lot to deal with. So it felt great to be back out there with the guys.
You said that was your first surgery, not ever.
My first surgery, and since I've been in the league, I had a couple shoulders, in college. But yeah, thankfully, 8 years no surgery, which is a blessing in and of itself. But definitely a different transition. They've been trying to get me to take an off day for 3 years, and I've been telling them hell no. So God scheduled some off days for me.
So that's what it took.
Yeah, that's what it took. So. But now I'm back out. So
next time they want you to take it off, they take it off.
We'll talk about it.
There's a lesson there, I think.
For sure.
When you were waiting to get back out there, were you confident it would come soon, or are you starting to have questions of when's this going to happen, or just kind of where we at mentally with some of it?
Man, I've just watching so many guys throughout the years, when they get hurt. And when you're on that rehab process, it's so easy to get disconnected from the team, and kind of really be by yourself. That's when a lot of that mental stuff starts to weigh on you. I just was very intentional, just making sure I was still locked in with the guys, whether that was at practice, meetings, in the building, just trying to still be very much present. And then honestly, when it came to my rehab, it was a process. I didn't take anything personal. I gave myself grace. I committed to my journey and my plan, trusted the trainers that I had around me, and whether it was a step back or a step forward, I took everything a day at a time. So.
They told us that you, I guess, have been dealing with this for a little while. What made you finally go through and say, okay, I probably need to go under the knife and get this cleaned up?
Man, so it was something that actually happened back in Minnesota, believe it or not. At the time, I mean, I'm not the only one, but if everybody on this team listed the list of things that's wrong with them, y'all would have a full day of articles. So I mean, it was just something at the time we just tape up and go through. It was something that's supposed to pretty much heal and get better over time. We got back for the spring, and I had already been training, already been working out, was doing some drills, some things wasn't feeling right. Got a scan, and it was just in the best interest for us to get it taken care of. That way we go into the season with a clean bill of health, because it was something that could be solved and wouldn't cause much other problems. So obviously it was a tough situation. I'm a guy that I want to do. I want every rep. I want from OTAs to mini camp to even I'm not the type of person that likes watching practice and stuff. So, but it was something that we had to take care of for the season moving forward.
So how limited are you, and how much do you think they'll let you do in Baltimore?
Obviously, it's a day at a time. I got back out there today, 7-0. Introduced myself to Tyler. I told him I would sooner or later. A couple other guys I needed to meet on the team too. Yeah, man, we just look day by day. I'm in my process. I'm just glad to be out there with my brothers.
How did Joe Bacci, I guess, help you throughout the process? He said he's been super close with you already and just going through the playbook. So how has that relationship developed?
Man, Joe's a cool dude, man. I like Joe, man. He's been extremely helpful. Obviously, he played with Luke for 4 years. So as we continue to learn and grow through the playbook, there's lessons that he's went through or watched guys go through that he's able to help us and bridge us through. He's been extremely helpful. We got a great culture in our linebacker room. Even though a lot of those young guys haven't played a lot of actual snaps, the competition in there is fierce, but there's no backbiting. Everybody's helping each other, and it's raising the level of play of every single person in that room. So obviously Joe's been a big help, but just love the competition and the competitiveness of everybody in that room.
I'm sure you've seen some of the plays the secondary's been making while you've been out, just to have Ward and Bynum and guys like that. So what's your excitement just to kind of get back and play with those guys for the first time?
Oh man, I mean that was probably the hardest part of the last 2 weeks. Is just I watch our defense and with Mooney, Cam. I mean obviously K-Mo out there, young Wiley. That D-line. I mean Latu heating up. Buck Grove. I mean I was itching to get out there. Not only just to be out there to compete with my guys, but you know, I just see my place in this thing, and you know, it feels good for me to be out there, and so we can start getting that one band, one sound, and get the hunting together.
So you talk injuries are part of this. How do you react when you see Ahmed go down and Carter off like that?
Man, I love Savon. I mean, I've known Savon for about 9 years, and I knew him back when he was at UW, back when I was training in Seattle as a young pup. Extremely tough. You know, praying for him, loving on him. I'm obviously shoot him a text. I know he's probably going through all kinds of mental stuff right now. It's a tough situation. You know, young Trey, I mean, he's competing for a job, straight up, you know, so he's out here trying to compete and trying to be better, and, you know, we're warriors on that field. When we step on that field, we understand what the possibilities are. Obviously, we're a team, so we're not trying to hurt each other, but at the same time, we're competing. These guys are trying to feed their family, so it's a part of the game. But definitely a tough break for Devon, definitely praying for him.
Hey, Shane, real quick, Shane said that he talked to some of the leaders on the team, because at that point you could end practice, but he said like he thought it was important to finish, and you guys told him like let's go and let's get the work done. Were you part of that at all, or did you have thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be extreme, but you know, our defensive staff was in Cincinnati when they played Buffalo. Like they had to go play that, you know where they didn't play, but that's an extreme situation. But it's just certain things are a part of the game, you know, and it's like as sad as that stuff is, and we all hurting. We all love Savon. Savon's a great guy in the building. He's one of those guys when you see him, you're just happy to see him, you know. So like, obviously we are feeling that emotionally, but at the end of the day, we gotta win. We gotta compete. We gotta keep growing. We gotta keep grinding. Like this team is on a process. You know, there's guys out here that need those reps to compete and get better. Like we're trying to be the best teams that we could be, so we could win. You know, and like we gotta keep pushing ourselves. And you know, as tough as the situation is, we needed an opportunity, and honestly, it was an opportunity for us to grow and push through that, and continue to be physical, continue to play the game that we love, the way it's supposed to be played.